once again. Welcome to our English lesson. Our lesson today focuses on Unit 3 of your Grade 10 textbook. Let's learn how to construct sentences in passive voice. Once you complete the lesson, you will understand how to use passive voice appropriately. Let's start the lesson. Now children, in your previous lesson, you learned vocabulary related to travel. Now let's read a conversation among students and their teacher about their annual school trip. So students, are you making plans for your trip? Yes, teacher. The arrangements are being made. How about transport? The buses are being hired. We are getting the help of our fathers for that. Okay, that's good. How about the hotel reservations? The telephone calls are being made right now. We are trying to find a suitable place to stay. We are trying to find a place at a reasonable price. Yes, we have to consider the prices. How about the breakfast on the first day? Are you going to order it? Yes, teacher. It's being ordered by our parents. How about the letters of permission? They are being collected by the class monitors right now in the main auditorium. We are giving them to the sectional head tomorrow. That's good. You are really busy. Okay children, now that you have read the conversation, let me draw your attention to some of the sentences used by these students. Look at the sentences that are highlighted. Let's read them together. The arrangements are being made. The buses are being hired. The telephone calls are being made right now. It is being ordered by our parents. They are being collected by the class monitors. In these sentences, the person who is doing the action is not in the subject position. In sentences 1 to 3, the person who is doing the action or the doer, in other words, is not even mentioned. In sentences 4 and 5, you find the doers, our parents and the class monitors. But even then, the doer is pushed to the object position. Why is that? This is because the doer is not very important. It is the action which is more important. The actions of making arrangements, hiring the buses, making the telephone calls, ordering the breakfast and collecting the letters. They are more important in this situation more than the people who are doing them. It's because the teacher is more interested to find whether the action is completed. Now these sentences are in passive form and the tense is present continuous tense. That means they are happening right now. Let me explain more on this. Look at this sentence. Can you identify the subject? Yes, the class monitors is the subject. Are collecting is the verb and the letters is the object. This sentence is in active voice. Look at the second sentence. Here the sentence order is changed. Now it is, the letters are being collected by the class monitors. This sentence is in passive voice. Let's pay attention to the changes that occur when we write an active voice sentence in the passive form. It's easier to understand this in 4 steps. First, move the receiver of the action from the direct object position of the sentence to the subject position of the sentence. So the receiver of the action, the letters, moves to the subject position in the passive sentence. Second, insert the verb be in agreement in number with the new subject and in the appropriate tense. That means if the subject is singular, you have to have the singular be verb. And if the subject is plural, you have to have the plural be verb. So here the new subject is the letters and it is a plural subject. So the be verb you are using here should be in plural form. If you look at the active voice sentence, the verb are collecting is in present continuous tense. So the be verb you need here should be in present tense plural form. That means the verb you need is are. To show it is in continuous, you have to insert being. Now the third step, you have to change the main verb into its past participle form. So here the past participle form of collect is collected. So the verb of your passive voice sentence is are being collected. Now look at the fourth step. You have to move the subject, the class monitors, to the object position after the preposition by. It is now the agent of the action. We learned how to form the passive in present continuous tense. Hope you understood the 4 steps. If it's not clear, you can always pause the video and view it once again. Okay children, now that you know how to form the passive, let me explain further why we need it. I will show you 3 situations where we use passive voice instead of active voice. Like I told you earlier, we use passive voice when the receiver of the action or the action itself is more important than the one who performs it. For example, read this sentence. Actions are being taken now to trace the COVID patients. Here it's more important to know the fact that actions are being taken rather than who does it. Now this is the second situation. We can use the passive when we don't know who performs the action. Look at this example. Arrangements are being done now to hire the vehicles. Here the passive form is used because we don't know the doer of this action. Now the third situation. We also use the passive when we don't need to say who does the action. Look at this example. Online teaching is being used in Sri Lanka now. Here it is not needed to say who is using online teaching. It is understood. I hope it's clear now why we use passive voice instead of active voice sometimes in real life. Okay children, now that you know how to write sentences in passive voice, I want you to try Activity 5 on page 26 of your textbook on your own. Now let's do an exam type activity. In this activity you have a dialogue with blanks. You have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb given within the brackets. You can pause the video and do it now. Start now. Hope you have done it. Let's check your answers. Let me explain. Now Radha says, can't we go into the room? What is the mother's answer? No, the room is being cleaned. So you will have to fill the blank with being cleaned. Oh, will it take long? I don't think so. I'm so sleepy after all the sightseeing. So what is the mother's answer here? Wait, the bed is, yes, the bed is being arranged. The bed is being arranged now. Then Radha says, where is father? We must ask him to call grandmother. Don't worry Radha, it's being done right now. So for the verb do given within brackets, you will have to write being done. Then Radha says, that's good. She wasn't well yesterday. But everything is being attended to. by your aunt. Attend to, being attended to. Okay, last one. Radha says, there, I think the room is ready. Now it's being checked by the manager. I hope you got all the answers correct. Okay children, we have come to the end of our lesson on passive voice. In this lesson, we practiced using passive voice in present continuous tense only. Let's learn about the other tenses in our future lessons. In the next lesson, I will teach you how to describe pictures. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please subscribe to this channel. Goodbye.